This video contains a truth that has changed many people's lives. If you have ever felt stuck, please leave a comment in the comment section. Have you ever felt like the sun is just too much to handle lately? Like you're only 5 minutes into a walk or gardening, and suddenly, you're sweating dizzy, maybe even a little confused, and you just want to sit down and not get back up. That's not just the heat. That could be your body's way of waving a red flag, telling you it's running low on something essential. Not vitamins, not calories, something much simpler, but absolutely critical: water. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I drink water. I'm fine. But here's the thing: staying hydrated isn't just about how much you drink. It's about how, when, and what you drink too, especially after 60. Our bodies change with age. We lose the sensation of thirst. Our kidneys don't hold water like they used to. And that heat, it takes more out of us than it used to. But don't worry. You don't have to be chugging gallons of water every hour or giving up your favorite iced tea. In fact, with just a few small, smart changes, you can stay safe, feel more energetic, and avoid the risk of heat stroke without overthinking it. So today, we're going to talk about 4 simple ways to stay hydrated in hot weather. Not medical mumbo jumbo, just real, practical habits you can start today to protect your health and keep enjoying the things you love. Whether it's walking with friends, tending your garden, or just sitting on the porch with a good book. And if you're dealing with medical conditions like diabetes, heart problems, kidney issues, or if you're taking medications like diuretics or blood pressure pills that might affect your hydration, please drop a comment below. I read them. I respond. You're not alone in this. Let's talk about the first way to stay hydrated in hot weather. And no, it's not just drink more water. It's smarter than that. Let's start with something simple that often gets overlooked: starting your day hydrated. You might not realize it, but when you wake up in the morning, your body is already running on empty. You've gone 6, maybe 8 hours without a sip of water. That's why your mouth feels dry, your joints feel a little stiff, or your head feels foggy. You're not tired. You're dehydrated. Now, I'm not going to tell you to give up your morning coffee. I wouldn't dare. But here's the trick. Before you take that first sip of coffee, drink a glass of water. Just 1 full glass. Room temperature or cool, whatever is comfortable for you. It wakes up your organs, helps your digestion, and gets your body ahead of the heat. It's like giving your plants a good morning soak before the sun hits them. Think of it this way: if your body is a garden, water is your best gardener. No matter how great the soil is, if you don't water it first thing in the day, nothing thrives. Your energy wilts. Your memory slips. Even your balance can get wobbly. 1 glass of water in the morning, it sounds so simple, but it can change the way your whole day feels. And while we're talking mornings, here's another tip that ties in beautifully. Hydrate with your breakfast, not just beside it. Many fruits are packed with water and nutrients your body craves in the heat. Watermelon, oranges, cantaloupe, strawberries, these aren't just sweet treats. They're nature's hydration packs. Add a bowl of fruit to your eggs or toast. Blend them into a smoothie. Keep them sliced and ready in the fridge so they're easy to grab. Now, let's move to something that trips a lot of people up, especially when it's hot and sticky outside. That second point is all about how we drink water throughout the day. Because gulping down a whole bottle in one sitting after you've already gotten to warm, it's not going to help as much as you think. You see, your body doesn't store water very well. That big glass you drank at lunch, most of it's gone by dinner. That's why it's better to sip steadily than to drink all at once. Think of watering a plant again. You don't dump a bucket on it once a day, you give it little sips throughout the day, so it can actually absorb it. Your body works the same way. So here's what I recommend and what I do myself. Keep a glass or bottle nearby at all times. Not one of those huge 64-ounce things that feel like a chore. Just something comfortable, light, and easy to carry or keep by your chair, your bed, or your favorite reading spot. Take small sips every 20 to 30 minutes. You don't have to count. Just make it a habit, part of your rhythm, like blinking or breathing. And here's a tip: if you're not a fan of plain water, it's okay to flavor it. I'm not talking about sugary powders or neon-colored sports drinks. A few slices of cucumber, lemon, or berries in a pitcher of water can make a big difference. Even a splash of juice in a glass of water can make it more enjoyable. especially if you're someone who forgets to drink unless it tastes good. Just keep the sugar low. Your body needs hydration, not a glucose spike. Now, you might be wondering, what about other drinks? Does iced tea count? What about milk or coffee? Here's the truth. All fluids help, but not equally. Caffeinated drinks like coffee or black tea can actually make you lose water. Alcohol does the same. And while milk and juices do provide hydration, they also bring along calories, sugar, and in some cases, like with whole milk, extra salt and fat. So yes, they help a little, but plain or lightly flavored water should be your go-to. And one more thing, don't wait until you feel thirsty. By the time that dry mouth or dizzy spell hits, you're already behind. Your body's not signaling for a little hydration, it's sending out an SOS. Stay ahead of it. Think of water like sunscreen. It only works if you use it before there's a problem. Now that we've talked about the importance of starting your day with water and keeping up with it in small sips, there's another part of the hydration puzzle that makes a huge difference, especially when the temperatures are climbing and you're sweating more than usual. Now that you've got a strong start with water as your daily companion, and you're starting to pay attention to your body's early warning signs, let's talk about something that's just as important, but often overlooked: how the food on your plate can make or break your hydration levels. You see, hydration isn't just about what you drink, it's also about what you eat. And believe it or not, some of the best sources of hydration don't come from a glass, they come from a fork. Think about biting into a crisp slice of watermelon on a hot summer day. That juicy burst of coolness, that's over 90% water, nourishing your body with every bite. And it's not just watermelon. Cucumbers, strawberries, oranges, celery, tomatoes, even zucchini, these foods are packed with water, vitamins, and a refreshing lightness that's perfect when the sun's blazing. What I love about hydrating foods is that they do double duty. Not only do they help replace lost fluids, but many are also loaded with antioxidants, fiber, and natural sugars that give you energy without the crash. That's why I always tell my patients, on hot days, turn your plate into a rainbow. Fresh fruits and vegetables are your secret weapon. Not only will they cool you from the inside out, but they'll also support your digestion, circulation, and energy levels. And you don't have to go overboard. You don't need to eat like a rabbit to feel the benefits. A side salad with cucumbers and cherry tomatoes at lunch, a few orange slices or grapes as a snack, a smoothie made with berries and yogurt in the afternoon. These small, tasty changes can make a world of difference in how your body holds on to hydration. If you're not sure where to start, just think juicy and fresh. Anything that leaves a little moisture on your fingers or your plate is likely helping you hydrate. You might even find that when you start adding these foods, you naturally crave less of the salty snacks and processed stuff that actually dehydrates you. Speaking of salt, let's not skip over this next part because it could be the key to helping you stay cool, clear-headed, and balanced through the heat. When people sweat, especially during a heat wave or while moving around outdoors, the body loses more than just water. You also lose vital electrolytes like sodium and potassium, and without them, drinking water alone might not be enough. Have you ever sipped on glass after glass of water and still felt tired, maybe even a little dizzy or nauseous? That could be because your body was missing those electrolytes, the minerals that help your muscles work, your heart beat steadily, and your nerves send signals. Without enough of them, your body can't use the water you're giving it effectively. It's like pouring gas into a car with no engine, it doesn't go anywhere. Now, I'm not saying you need to start chugging sugary sports drinks full of artificial dyes and chemicals. In fact, most people over 60 should steer clear of those. But there are smarter, gentler ways to restore those essential salts and minerals, ways that don't overload your system or spike your blood sugar. For example, adding a small pinch of sea salt and a squeeze of lemon to your water can give it a mineral boost. Coconut water, in moderation, is another natural source of potassium and electrolytes. Or if you prefer a warm drink, try a light broth or vegetable soup during the day. It hydrates, replenishes, and soothes your system all at once. Another favorite trick I recommend, especially for my patients with high blood pressure or diabetes, is to create your own electrolyte water at home. Just mix water with a dash of salt, a splash of lemon juice, and a teaspoon of honey. You'd be surprised how refreshing and effective that little mixture can be when you're feeling worn out from the heat. And please don't wait until you feel faint or crampy to act. The best time to support your electrolytes is before you need them. Think of it as putting on sunscreen before you step into the sun. You prepare so your body doesn't have to fight so hard. Now, there's something else I want to touch on because I've seen it happen far too often. When the temperatures climb, people sometimes avoid drinking fluids, especially in the evening, because they're afraid. They'll be running to the bathroom all night. It's understandable. After all, none of us enjoy getting up every 2 hours, especially if you already struggle with sleep. But here's the thing, dehydration is much harder on your body than a few extra trips to the bathroom. If nighttime urgency is something you're dealing with, try front-loading your fluids earlier in the day. Drink more between breakfast and dinner, and then slow down a bit after 6 or 7 p.m. That way, your body still gets the hydration it needs, but you give your bladder a break at night. And always talk with your doctor if nighttime urination is excessive. It could be a sign of an underlying issue, like a medication side effect or even a problem with blood sugar levels. Everything we're talking about here: eating hydrating foods, replenishing your electrolytes, being mindful of your timing. It's about staying in sync with your body, listening, adjusting, and gently giving yourself what you need without overdoing it. And it's all doable. This isn't about making massive changes or trying to act like you're 30 again. It's about living smarter, choosing little habits that stack up into big results, so that on the days when the sun is high and the heat is relentless, you still feel steady, sharp, and safe. Because the truth is, hydration isn't just about avoiding heat stroke. It's about having the energy to enjoy your walk in the park, the clarity to remember your grandchild's name when they run up for a hug, the strength to move through your day without feeling like the world is spinning. It's about quality of life, and that, my friend, is always worth protecting. So let's bring it all together. When the heat rolls in, and it will, you don't have to suffer through it. You don't have to feel dizzy, drained, or dangerously dehydrated. You don't have to risk a trip to the ER just because the temperature climbed a few degrees. You can be prepared, and you can feel better. Let's go over those 4 simple steps again. 1. Start with water early and often. Make it a routine, like brushing your teeth. Sip slowly throughout the day, and don't wait until you're parched. Hydration works best when it's steady. 2. Listen to your body. Dry mouth, dark urine, fatigue, confusion — these are your body's quiet cries for help. Hear them early and respond with kindness. Don't push through or brush them off. 3. Eat your water. Add juicy fruits and veggies to your meals. Watermelon, cucumber, oranges, grapes — they're not just delicious, they're life-giving. Let your food help carry the weight. 4. Replenish your minerals. When you sweat, you lose more than water. So bring balance back with smart choices like lemon water, broth, or a homemade electrolyte drink. Small additions, big difference. It's easy to underestimate how quickly the heat can get ahead of us, especially as we get older. But the truth is, your body is incredibly wise and capable. It just needs your partnership, a little awareness, a little intention, a little love. And hey, I want to say something from the heart here because I've seen it in my own family. And I've felt it myself. It's not weakness to take care of yourself. It's strength. It's wisdom. It's the quiet kind of courage that says, I matter. My health matters. My life matters. So take the extra sip of water. Choose the cooling fruit. Make the effort to care, not just for yourself but for the people who love you, need you, and enjoy you. And if you found any part of this helpful today, share it. Share it with a friend, a spouse, a neighbor. Because hydration doesn't just protect you, it protects them too. Alright, let's keep each other well. Let's keep moving, keep laughing, and keep showing up for all the good life still has to offer. And remember, sometimes, the simplest changes bring the biggest peace of mind. Take care, stay cool, and until next time, drink up.